Yeah, we back. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood is your man Theo Butler, and I'm gonna do my damnedest to be careful on this one right here. I'm gonna try my best to be careful. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. I'm gonna do my best to be careful on this video because I do not want history to repeat itself. No, I don't. I do not want history to repeat itself. Like I said, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Yesterday, there was an attempt on the former president, Donald Trump. There was an attempt. What's going on, Jairus? What's going on? Now, what I'm going to do, you can come to whatever conclusion you want to. I'm going to do my best doing this video to draw upon my life experiences. Just put some stuff out there. Now, Marine Corps veteran, right? M16, 9mm train. Cool. Police Academy, shotgun, 9mm train. Certain things you learn. If you are adept with using a handgun, gun, automatic weapon, certain things you know. You'd have been to police academy, you'd have been to shooting range, just certain things you get taught. You do. Now, history. Medgar Evers, Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Nobody missed. Nobody missed. The Kennedy brothers. Now, mind you, when I say Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Medgar Evers, the person that got with Martin Luther King wasn't up close and personal. Medgar Evers, Malcolm, up close and personal. Martin Luther King's, that person was not up close. What? They were quite a few feet away. Like they were not close. The Kennedy boys, wasn't nobody close. Matter of fact, one of them was in, if I'm not mistaken, they were in vehicles, moving targets. President Reagan, y'all remember that? Close. They didn't miss. He had to go to the hospital. I think there was Bush. If I'm not mistaken, the security guard got in the way. Essentially, what I'm saying, somebody got hit. So somebody got hit. They didn't miss. Somebody got hit. So the intended target got hit. Now, as I asked my wife, she's been to the police academy too. What do they teach you to do? Center mass. Center mass. Center mass. Center mass is not a headshot. It's not. It's matter of fact, they get mad if that's what you're doing at the firing range. No, center mass. Okay. I'm giving a speech. He was giving a speech yesterday. He was. You look at the podium, his upper torso is available. His upper torso is available. That's what's available from the front, from the side, all of that's available. From the side, all of it is available. available, whatever you want to say. Okay, he turns and looks this way. He turned and looked that way. It's where the shot comes. So if we're to believe this, the shot came from the right. Everything was exposed. His head was exposed. His upper torso was exposed. His lower torso was exposed. And what did you see here? Somebody else got hit. Here. I'm not saying the person didn't try and shoot him. I didn't say that. What I'm saying to you is you have been trained in weapons. I have been trained in weapons. Center mass. That's what we get taught. We get taught center mass. You've been alive enough, long enough to have experience. And when I say experience, assassination attempts. You either read about them or you've observed them via news. And when the target get hit, it's always center mass. When the target get hit, it's always center mass. Even if it's up close and personal, it's always center mass. The only target we know that was a headshot, it was JFK. He was in a vehicle. You know it. I know it. That's what that was. He was in a vehicle. That wasn't up close and personal. Okay. With this one here, what you being told? Okay. Well, I get it. I understand it. And mind you, the assailant is gone. The person who fired the shot is gone. And what do we say? What do we always say in history? Deleted people don't talk. Deleted people don't talk. Now, my wife asked me a question, and she said, would somebody really do something like that, knowing that they were going to lose their life? You know, you would like to think, no, nobody would do that. But we do know it. What do we say about the people? Not January the 11th. What do we say about the people that attacked the towers? Those are humans, right? Did they not believe what they were doing was right? It was a one-way ticket. They knew what they were doing was going. If you believe they did it, then they did it knowing they weren't coming back from it. They did it following somebody else's orders. Okay. Well, we're in America. Recent history, somebody just ran up on the Capitol. Right? Right. Who orders were they following? Didn't people lose their lives in that? Well, Theo, what are you suggesting? I'm not suggesting anything. What I'm saying is that, yeah, somebody did attempt to shoot him yesterday. Somebody who does not know how to fire a weapon. Because that person was close. And that person took an ill-advised headshot. It's one of the reasons why they tell you not to take them. That person who had all of his body exposed to him from the right-hand side, because I went and looked at the videotape. The person wasn't in front of him. No, the person was off to their right. Well, that person that was off to their right had his whole body exposed to him. And aside from taking the upper torso shot, they chose to take a headshot. I don't know anybody that's experienced with a gun that would do that. They wouldn't. The easy shot is the body shot. Up close to personal, you're not missing. This person grazed him. Okay, well, like I said, you've been living long enough. I've been living long enough. That's not normally how that goes down. It's not. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Timothy McVeigh taken in? wasn't JFK's shooter taken in? You could ask him some questions. Hell, if I'm not mistaken, Martin Luther King's shooter was taken in. You could ask some questions. In this particular instance, you can't ask no questions. Somebody had a shot, took a shot that nobody that's trained, been trained at a gun range would take, and they missed. They missed. And the Secret Service took them out quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, Theo, what are you saying? I'm saying the events played out like they played out. I got more questions than answers. I do. I'm glad he's alive. Because I know I want you to face the charges. I do. I don't want you to be a martyr. No, I don't. I want you to face the charges as they stand. That's what I want. So if anybody like, oh, you just no. Now I'm not wanting that. No, I want him to be found guilty on all charges. That's what I want. That's what what we say, the living are not done with you yet. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like it was all a setup just to make like I said, I'm experienced with a gun, as are many other people experienced with a gun. So that's all I'm saying. I'm experienced with a gun. I know one of the things they teach you, they instruct you, they get on you back is on you about is not taking headshots. They get on you. If you've been to the police academy, you're in the military, they snap on you about taking headshots. No, they train you center mass. And center mass is neck to the waist. Center mass is neck to the waist. You're telling me that from the angle, it came from the right. From the front, the only thing from the sternum up is what was exposed. And even with that, you have a clear shot from here to here, from mid-sternum to the neck. That's center mass. Why you would take this shot, I have no idea. But I know nobody's being instructed like that. Nobody's being taught that. Nobody. And you a bad mamma jamma if that's the shot that you taking. Because that means at the rifle range, that's the only shot you working on. Those, you know who those people are. You see them in the movies. Those are specialists. But the regular civilian, those, it's center mass. Okay, well, this person took a shot from the right. And from the right, everything was available to them. Everything was available to them from the right. And the shot that they chose was the headshot. Mine, because I just want to think about this for a second. He turned. That was the shot. Not him facing the camera. No, he turned. And that was the shot they chose to take. I just want you to think about you as a person, what you've observed when folks take shots. And then just ask yourself a question. I believe somebody did shoot at him. I do. If this person was somebody who had ill intent toward the former vice president, not only am I glad that they missed, I'm glad they missed, but this person was not someone adept at using a firearm. Did you hear what I just said? I'm glad the person missed. I am. This person also was not someone adept at using a firearm. That's what that is. That is what that is. We need to think before we allow ourselves to be emotionally moved one way or the other. We need to apply some critical thinking here. A lot is on the line. And regardless of how you feel, Project 2025 is moving on, whether he is the Republican nominee or not. He could not be the Republican nominee, and the Republicans could still win the White House. Project 2025 is still on the table. You need to remember that. Forget everything else. Forget everything else. What transpired yesterday has nothing to do with Project 2025. I don't care if Joe Biden freezes up, locks up. I don't care who name he mispronounces. Y'all have heard me refer to Maria Rambo as Maria Hill. I don't know how many times. That ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Project 2025 is still on the table. And that is where your mind needs to be at when you go vote. Not on either candidate. Don't focus on them. Focus on Project 2025. That's not what you want. In regards to the assassination attempt yesterday, like I said, I'm glad he was just wounded. I don't want him being deleted like that. No, I need him to do what he needs to do. He needs to answer for his crimes. That's what that is. That's my mindset in regards to it. So I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, Theo, hey, Grandmaster, what's going on?" Makes you wonder. That's a devil dog. I'm glad he here. I'm glad Juju here, because Juju can validate every damn thing I said. He ain't just the devil dog either. No, he not. He not. He know it. You ready? Not only is that a fellow Marine, that's a correctional officer. What you think they taught him? Headshot or center mass? Folks think it's a game. No. Stop listening to folks that's got their own agendas. You've lived your life. You talk to people who have lived their life. You've experienced some things that make you more knowledgeable in certain areas than other people. You know how this goes. This ain't got nothing to do with politics. You know you held a firearm before, you used it. You know how you got trained. You know how you got trained. You're not stupid. It's about to be some interesting months this much, I know. Yeah, it is. I just would like for those of us, logic. Don't get caught up in your feelings, because the press is going to be playing on everybody's emotions. Be that person that's different. Stay on the logic. Project 2025, stay right there. You don't care for either candidate. That's not, it ain't for you to care for either candidate. It's for you to care about you. Not voting, that's not an option. Project 2025 is sitting right there. So it's no such thing as you get to sit home. No, you got to go do something. The assassination attempt. Because the guy didn't succeed, so it's an attempt. Let's go back and play it out. You've been privy to assassination attempts. You fired a weapon. You have. Go back and play it. Just replay it. That's all I'm asking. Just go back and replay it. You know American history. You know world history. This person got close to take a close shot. How you get that close? If it was, watch this, if it was the liberals and the Democrats that hired the person, they hired a sorry ass shooter. That's what that was. That was a sorry ass shooter that they hired. If that's what they did, he was sorry as hell. And we're not going to sit up here and say they would have hired him just to miss. And have you seen a picture of the shooter? I have. That's the shooter. Shooter looked like he got more in common with Beavis and Butthead. This don't. But then I know y'all be like, well, Theo, what does a shooter look like? They're not missing up close. They're not missing up close. Juju could tell you for a fact he'll get you ghosts from 300 yards. That's the length of 3 football fields, and that's easy. That's without him ever picking. That's without him having picked up a rifle in a minute. But 300 yards, 3 football fields, Juju is either going to do that laying down, sitting down, or standing up and get you ghosts 300 yards. This was up close and personal. He was probably hired to miss. We'll never know. We'll never know if he was hired to miss or not, because he sure gone. He sure gone. State and local. Yep. That's how you do it. All I got to say is at the end of the day, vote. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Vote, 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 vote. Once again, I didn't want to stay too long. I just wanted to, some of us are covering it, and some of us are covering it with different angles, different agendas. What I want us to do is, one, just think, understanding that assassination attempts are wrong. That's wrong. Trying to take his life, that's wrong. That's not what we're talking about. Disagreeing with him, that's perfectly fine. His views, disagreeing with those, that's absolutely fine. If anything, we should want him to stand up and be held accountable for any perceived crimes we think he's committed against the country. That's what we should want. We should want him to be held accountable. As far as the attempted assassination, before anybody jumps to any conclusions whatsoever, he did it, somebody else did it, pump the brakes, pump your brakes, do some critical thinking, and let's see these things play out. Do some critical thinking. Don't worry about what somebody else. I don't think he missed. This my best Walter Cronkite, Dan Rather, Barbara Walters impersonation. I'm trying to just report the news and let folks come to their own conclusion. I'm just gonna report the news. I'm just reporting the news, and I just want us to do our due diligence and drawing some logical based conclusions. As it stands right now, the comments that I've read online from various people, folks are falling into their party affiliated conclusions, race affiliated conclusions, but it's not that much critical thinking going on. Like I said, just replay the events, center mass. If you are somebody that is trained how to use weapons, handguns, you know that's what the teaching is. Center mass. You saw the video, you know center mass was available facing him. Center mass from mid-sternum up. You got center mass. That shot came from the right side. There was nothing barring the person on either the right side or left side from being able to take him out. You've seen video footage of other folks being targeted, taken out, and the assassin is brought to justice, i.e. brought in. You can have a conversation. Here, nothing. Why you want to do it? Because now you can just draw your own speculation. Why you wanted to do it? who you work for, who are you doing this for? You can't ask no questions because the person is gone. That's that. Nevertheless, Project 2025 is still sitting up. That's what it is. Listen, thank y'all so much for rocking with a brother and everything like that. Thank y'all so much. You could have been anywhere else. Today is Sunday. Shout out to my fellow Devil Dog, Juju. Rose is in the building. Shout out to Nightella, man on the ground. Grand Madam Tarot, my elder, is in the building. My mentor is in the building. Kamoyo King, the president of the Black Panther fan group. Soul Star Sketching. Keeping it always keeping it 100 and everything like that. We got Ronnie J, original member of the Rock With Me Nation. We're not in here all day. What's going on, Big Jarence? We're not in here all day. Just want to come in here, drop some of that knowledge. Just want us to just think about some stuff. Just think. Just think. You feel free to still, whatever conclusion. Just go back, watch it, and just do some thinking. That said, want to be able to come back and do more of this. So to do more of this, we got to take care of ourselves, right? So in memory of the late, great John Cornelius, till next time, wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.